Mom was where last night?
She went over to the Foresters to see the kids.
Wow.
Why does that surprise you? You know, she's crazy about those kids.
Yeah, and they're crazy about her, but, don't you think her being there might get their hopes up all over again? They still want Mom to be a part of their family.
And part of your mother wants the same thing, I'm sure.
And that doesn't bother you?
No. No, I understand what the situation is.
But you also understand that Mom is committed to this child she's carrying. Your child.
Yes. I wanted to thank you also for your advice. I took it. I asked her to marry me, Rick.
You proposed?
Twice.
The man means business.
Oh, what can I say? Your mother, this child, it's my life.
Yeah, but let me just take a wild guess. Ridge still won't give up.
Well, I don't know that he ever will. Unless you know something I don't.
So my mother shows up again, out of the blue, and then I get a flat tire on my way here, and then I tried to call Clark so he could tell you what was going on, and my cell phone was on the fritz.
Samantha, it's okay. Really, I didn't mind waiting. I mean, that's the least I can do after you've given me this amazing opportunity.
Well, did you tell your dad that you're interning here?
Not yet. See, he works odd hours and...
Oh, you just haven't had a chance.
But I will, as soon as I leave here.
Okay. You could call him and tell him just to drop by, and you could give him a tour of Logan Designs, introduce him to your new boss, and I could convince him that this is exactly where you need to be.
I've seen my daughter. Do you have any idea what you've done? All of the old wounds you have reopened.
Well, it figures she'd go running to you.
She did nothing like that. If I hadn't dropped by Samantha's place earlier...
Then you wouldn't be here, stirring the pot. But then, that's what you do best, right, Priscilla?
Don't you dare talk to me like that. Not after all the pain you've caused Samantha and our family. If it wasn't for you and all your stupid, reckless behavior...
Hey, you cannot come into my house.
And what? Remind you how lucky you are that we didn't press criminal charges against you back then? Because we could have. Samantha was just a young girl and you took full advantage.
It wasn't like that.
In the eyes of the law, it was precisely like that. Statutory rape. Only you got away with it. Because we didn't want to have our daughter subjected to any more trauma and humiliation. Which is the only thing you brought to her, Hector. You have ruined her life, and she is paying for it. Samantha, me, our family, we are all still paying for what you did.
I gotta tell you, Nick, I really hope she says yes.
Well, young man, so do I.
Ridge, he's constantly disappointing her. But still, in the end, she always goes back to him only to be hurt worse.
Well, maybe this time will be different.
Now that she has your ring?
We're also having a child together, don't forget that, huh?
Which is bringing you and Mom closer together every day.
Well, I guess babies have a tendency to do that.
Oh, actually, Nick, I think you deserve most of the credit.
Why?
Well, for convincing Mom that she can have a happy and wonderful life. And Nick, you're the only one who can do that for her.
I don't know how convinced she is. She may be getting a little closer, but...
Well, she's also getting closer to her due date.
Which can't come soon enough for me.
You're gonna spoil him rotten.
Rotten. I mean, rotten. Don't tell your mother I said that.
I won't.
Don't tell your mother what.
Hi.
Hey, Mom, what's up? What's with that box?
Oh, I'm taking a maternity leave soon, so. What are you doing here?
Just working on the spring collection together. How was the party?
The girls really enjoyed it, and so did I. So thank you for suggesting that I go over there.
No problem. I'm sure they were very happy that she came over.
Yes, they were.
Well, as much as I'd like to stay.
You're going so soon?
Yeah. I'm glad you had a good time. Rick, always a pleasure.
Nice talking to you.
Stay out of women's clothes.
Oh, and Nick, by the way, good luck.
Thanks. See you.
So when were you planning on telling me
Telling you what?
about Nick's proposal? And why you're leaving such a great guy hanging?
I really do want you to meet my dad.
But you're afraid we won't like each other?
No, I just.
Caitlin, honey, you don't have to explain. I know how parents can be sometimes.
Still, I don't want you to get the wrong impression. I mean, he's the best dad a girl could have. A little overprotective sometimes, but
He's just wants what's best for his daughter.
not that I always get where he's coming from. But everything happens for a reason, right? At least that's what my dad says. Anyway, I'm really grateful to you for making a place for me here at Logan Designs. I know that you're friends with the Forresters, and that's probably why you did it, but
Actually, it might have started out as a favor, but Caitlin, I don't know. There's just something about you. It just feels right that you're here.
I never meant to hurt your daughter. I love Samantha.
Oh, yes, you loved her, all right. You loved the fact that her family had money, social standing. You figured that if you got her pregnant, we would want you to do the right thing. Marry her for the baby's sake, and we would support you financially. My daughter was a ticket to a better life for you, Hector. Or so you thought.
Nick told you he proposed?
What I don't understand is why you didn't say yes.
It's complicated, honey.
No, Mom. You're making it complicated. Which could wind up costing you and your baby a lot more than you realize.
Money, prestige. That's what it always came down to for you. That's what it's always come down to. You don't know anything about me. You never did.
I know my daughter's been suffering since the day she met you.
Oh, and she's the only one that suffered?
I didn't come here to go through any of this. I came here to warn you to stay away from Samantha.
You saying I ran into Samantha at the restaurant on purpose? Just to make her life miserable again?
I wouldn't put anything past you. But just know this. You have ruined my daughter's life once, but I won't allow you to do it again. And if you ever cared for her, which I seriously doubt, then you will never see her again. Or you will have hell to pay, Hector. I will personally see to it.
Why are you upset with me?
Because I just don't understand.
Why I didn't tell you that Nick asked me to marry him?
Why you didn't say yes. What's the dilemma here, Mom? Nick is a great guy and he's crazy about you.
I know.
And you know what, Mom? Now is your chance to give this child a wonderful father. His biological father, something that I... Look, I know I've said this before, but this child that you're carrying, that was me. I lived your emotional roller coaster, but this time you have the opportunity to give this child the life that I have always wanted. The life that I know that you've always wanted for me, Mom, but...
Honey, I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt you or your sister.
No, we both know that. Okay, we always have. It's just... I've never felt this way about any guy that you've ever dated. You know, Nick is He's special. He makes you feel good about yourself in a way that no guy ever has.
He's always joking around. He makes me laugh.
Well then, Mom, you know, I got some questions for you. You know, he gives you this ring, and instead of letting him put it on your finger, you put him off. Why? Is it because you don't feel like you deserve to be happy unless Ridge is? Because I'm going to tell you right now, Mom, that's crazy. Mom, after all this time, you deserve some peace and some happiness. And Nick is the guy who can give that to you. He's the one.
Sweetheart, I care for Nick very much. But accepting this ring and everything that means, I'm just not sure.
Which is exactly what Ridge is counting on. And Mom, you never can be sure if you keep basing everything you do off of Ridge like you always have.
No, I just can't get Ridge out of my mind. Don't you realize how hard that is for me?
Yes, Mom, I do. You're trying to do the right thing for so many people. But please, don't let your history with Ridge get in the way of what you can have with Nick.
Even if I still can't accept the fact that Ridge isn't the father of this baby. Because in my heart...
In your heart, you want it to be true. But it's not. But still, Mom, you can... Look, you can still have a new beginning. Okay? A fresh start away from the Forresters. That was a trap for you. But this ring... This is a way out. Nick is your way out. I believe that. And I think you're starting to believe that too.
You're so convinced that I'm the villain. But I've been through my share too. You ever think about that?
Give me one good reason why I should.
Because you have a granddaughter, Priscilla. Your own flesh and blood. And you haven't even asked about her.
As far as I'm concerned, you and your daughter don't exist. Which is what I thought I made clear when you and I made the arrangement for you to take the child. Damn you, Hector. You took my little girl away from me. You took her youth, her innocence. And she will never, ever be the same again.
I didn't do that, Priscilla. You did. By turning your daughter into someone who could abandon her infant child. Now, the Samantha I knew was not capable of that, but you were. You sunk your claws into her deep. And you created another cold, heartless monster, just like you.
Enough! Don't you say another word. I will say it one more time. You keep you and your daughter away from Samantha and from me.
My daughter is your grandchild, Priscilla.
Just stay away.
This ring, Mom, it's a new beginning for you. It's your way out. Nick is your way out.
I had a dream you were there for the taking. What a dream, it was love we were making. I woke up, I was lying all alone again. Like a ship that's lost in the ocean, we've been lost in our own emotion. Gotta find a place we can call home again. Too many nights alone, too many days gone by, too many tears we cried. We got to right the wrong, time to bring it on. La da da da, bring it on. La da da. All along I knew you were knowing everything I thought I was showing. I wanna stop going around again. I'm a man who knows what he's saying, and I'm through with the games we've been playing. Say goodbye or say hello to the way it's gonna be. Too many nights alone, too many days gone by, too many tears we cried. We got to right the wrong, time to bring it on. La da da, bring it on. La da da, bring it on. Remember all the feelings that we felt along the way. There's a new beginning and it's starting here today. Now bring it on. Come on. Bring it on. Too many nights alone, too many days gone by, too many tears we cried. We got to get it on. Come on, we got to right the wrong. Time to bring it on. La da da, bring it on.